Love is often called sacred, a divine gift that gives life meaning. But if love is truly holy, why do religions, cultures, and families sometimes declare certain loves forbidden? This video explores faith, society, and psychology to uncover the hidden reasons behind forbidden love and why understanding them matters for your freedom, identity, and future. Welcome to Curious Axis. In this video, we explore a timeless question. If love is sacred, why are some loves still forbidden? From the teachings of major religions to the pressures of culture, family, and psychology, we'll uncover why society draws boundaries around the most powerful human emotion. If you believe love deserves freedom and meaning, stay with us. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to Curious Axis for more thoughtful and eye-opening reflections. From the beginning of time, love has been described as something more than just an emotion. It has been seen as sacred. Every major faith tradition points to this truth. Christianity teaches God is love, reminding believers that divine presence is experienced through loving others. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." Judaism also places love at the heart of its commandments, emphasizing the call to love your neighbor as yourself. These teachings show that love is not just a personal feeling, but a spiritual responsibility. But beyond religion, society also sees love as transformative. Great philosophers like Plato described love as a bridge between the human and the divine. Modern psychology agrees. Research shows that genuine love creates emotional safety, reduces stress, and even heals trauma. The American psychologist Abraham Maslow placed love and belonging at the very center of human needs. Without it, people feel incomplete. So, love is not only sacred in the eyes of God or society, it is sacred in the human brain and heart. It gives us meaning, connection, and purpose, the very things that make life worth living. If love is sacred, why do religions set limits on it? The answer lies in the way faith traditions balance personal desire with collective order. In Christianity, marriage has long been defined as a sacred covenant between a man and a woman, rooted in biblical passages. In Islam, love is celebrated, but it must flow within the framework of halal relationships, such as marriage to protect family and social harmony. Judaism also draws lines, for example, discouraging unions that pull someone away from their religious community. These boundaries are not simply about control. They are about preserving identity, values, and continuity. Sociologically, every community creates rules around love to maintain stability. Families often pass down expectations. Marry within your faith, your culture, your race. These norms can feel restrictive, but they emerge from a desire to protect tradition. Psychology adds another layer. When love is forbidden, it often feels even stronger. This is known as the Romeo and Juliet effect, when barriers increase passion instead of reducing it. So, while faith draws boundaries to preserve order, the human heart sometimes interprets those very boundaries as an invitation to push back, and that tension is at the core of many love stories. Even when religions give guidance, society adds another layer of rules about who we can and cannot love. In America, history shows how culture has often restricted love. Not too long ago, interracial marriage was illegal in many states. It wasn't until 1967, in the famous Loving v. Virginia case, that the U.S. Supreme Court finally declared those bans unconstitutional. Yet, the cultural stigma still lingers in some families. Across cultures, similar pressures exist. Families often expect children to marry within their race, faith, class, or even nationality. In South Asian and Middle Eastern immigrant communities in America, arranged marriages are sometimes preferred to protect cultural identity. In Jewish communities, marrying outside the faith can be seen as losing a part of heritage. These traditions are meant to preserve belonging, but to young lovers, they can feel like cages. Psychology explains that humans crave both acceptance and individuality. Family traditions give us security, but they can also clash with personal freedom. When culture says this love is not acceptable, it creates deep inner conflict. The heart asks, should I honor tradition or should I honor myself? This tension shapes countless American love stories. Why does forbidden love feel so powerful? Psychology tells us that when something is restricted, it often becomes more desirable. This is known as the forbidden fruit effect. The Bible itself begins with this lesson. Adam and Eve longed for the one fruit they were told not to eat. In the same way, when love is blocked by family, culture, or religion, the human heart clings to it even more fiercely. Sociologically, forbidden love represents rebellion. It is not just about two people. It becomes a statement against authority, whether that authority is parents, community, or even religious law. Think of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, where the passion of young lovers grew stronger, precisely because their families stood against it. Psychologists explain this through the concept of reactance. When freedom is limited, people fight harder to reclaim it. Neuroscience also shows that the brain releases more dopamine, the pleasure chemical, when love is risky or secret, making the bond feel almost addictive. Religions, however, warn that passion without boundaries can cause harm. Islam, Christianity, and Judaism all stress that sacred love must align with commitment and responsibility. Yet the human story reminds us, the more love is forbidden, the more it tempts the heart. As societies evolve, so does the meaning of sacred love. In America today, younger generations are questioning traditions that once dictated who they could marry or even date. Faith still matters, but many believe God's essence is love itself, not rigid rules. As one Christian pastor once said, love is the only law that fulfills all others. Similarly, in Islamic thought, scholars remind us that mercy and compassion are at the heart of divine love. Judaism, too, teaches that building a loving home is a way of honoring God. These values show that religion is not meant to suffocate love, but to guide it toward meaning. Culturally, America is becoming more diverse and accepting. Interfaith marriages, interracial families, and same-sex unions are no longer at the margins but part of everyday life. Psychologists note that when people are free to choose love without fear, they experience greater well-being, healthier families, and stronger communities. The future of love may not erase boundaries, but it will keep redefining them in ways that honor both tradition and individuality. Thank you for watching this video and sharing in this journey of thought and compassion. If this message touched your heart, please give the video a like and subscribe to Curious Axis for more meaningful reflections.